The Taiji symbol, or symbol of yin and yang, is just a snapshot of fluxing potentials, of yin to yang to yin. You could turn this symbol any direction and the principle will remain the same, and the energies are represented by the white and black colors in the symbol. We're going to look at the relationship with water and current electromagnetism. So, as water falls from the sky to the earth, that is one high elevation to low elevation descent. This is a yang to yin position movement because these are relative positions always. We can think of it as like a two-story house. When you enter the home, the floor is yin to the ceiling. But when you go to the second level of the house, that ceiling of the first floor is now yin to the floor of the second level. And these interrelationships are exemplified perfectly and beautifully in the I Ching, where you have the broken and solid Yao lines representing yin and yang energies and all the interplays between them and all the interrelationships. Whereas one thing might be yin to another, it might also be yang to another. And this is interrelationship of yin and yang. When we get to water flow, high elevation to low elevation is a yang to yin movement. Is a positive to negative movement. It is current. Current is positive to negative flow. So as the rain falls down to the surface, it hits the mountains. The mountains are on the earth a form of greatest yang, but they would be yin to the sun. So here we have the mountains and the water flows down the mountain, and this is like a river flowing in current. High elevation to low elevation. We see that as gravity sometimes, but gravity is broken down into gravitons, which are light units. They're paramagnetic units. That is the force bringing down this energy of water into the flow from high elevation to low elevation. And then it would flow into the sea. And the sea would be a representation of greatest yin on the earth, but would be yang to the depths of the caverns below it. So that's a high elevation to low elevation flow, positive to negative. In traditional Chinese medicine, they look at this as a sun and shade phenomenon. So you have a river and you have a sunny bank and a shady bank, a yang bank and a yin bank. And in geology here, we find that this river will most likely flow between a paramagnetic rock formation on one side, on its yang side, on the sun bank, like basalt or granite perhaps, could be others. And on the converse side of the lateral bank would be a diamagnetic geology, like perhaps gypsum or limestone. And this would be the shade side, the negative, or yin side of the river. That would be an electromagnetic, just perpetual transference of energy from lateral bank to the other lateral bank. But then we see the linear flow of the water as well as positive to negative, because that would be the current, positive to negative. So then you have to ask, well, is the positive to negative current creating the field of electromagnetism? Because current does create electromagnetic fields. And then is that imparting those electromagnetic phases into the rocks on either side of the bank? Or is the geological paramagnetism and diamagnetism phases of magnetism on the rock banks causing the current to flow through electromagnetic induction of voltage? I think that both are true. However, this gets really interesting when we consider Chinese medicine as well with the body. The positive would be going in through the Bai Wei from the sun and to the earth, but then where it capacitates is like the sea. And in Chinese medicine, that lower dantian or elixir field is called the sea of qi. And it's just like in the electrical representation of current, you have the voltage, which would be like the sea, because it's very capacitory of voltage and it's full of electrolytes enhancing that voltage. And then it flows positive. All the things that take energy from that would be the resistor, and it flows back again into the sea to the negative point. And this is exemplified in all living systems.